Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon, delivered to you Monday through Friday every week. Today on the show, we have a Patreon exclusive event, a show we call Bourbon Confessions. And as a bonus, we are also filming it. My name is McNeil. Please join me in welcoming my co-hosts, Steve Bakley and Miss Becca Sue, along with our special guests, Monty Wisenhunt and Corey Welch.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hello.
Howdy.
Wow, we already did a show between the shows, which was interesting. I don't think we're going to top that, but yeah, we'll have some fun here. But Monty, you said there's something you wanted to talk to us about. Now you're trying to back out of it, saying, no, you don't want to talk about it anymore, but we're putting you on the spot. What was it?
Well, no, it's not really. I just, my wife and I were at the grocery store the other day.
Yeah.
And I was inside the store doing something I had to do, and she was in the parking lot. And they had a sunscreen on the windshield.
I was doing something I had to do, and she was outside.
Actually, I was pulling up the store, merchandising, and she was waiting for me out in the parking lot with my daughter, right? So my daughter's sitting in the back seat, my wife's sitting in the driver's seat, but they had the sunscreen up over the windshield, and the side windows are tinted. Well, it's like 9:30 in the morning, and she's parked way out at the end of the parking lot, waiting on me to get finished. And this lady walks by her car and takes out her key and just keys the side of her car all the way down the side of it.
Of your wife's?
Yes. And she didn't know that there was anybody in the car, obviously, because the sunscreen and the window tint. And so anyway, we're going through all that process right now. Cops came, the whole 9 yards, and we're going through that right now. And I was going to ask y'all, have y'all had anything similar?
Wait, so we got to hear more about yours.
Who does that to a random car?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did they catch this woman, and what did she say why she did it?
Oh, yes. Well, it started off, she didn't know what we're talking about.
Did your wife detain her?
Yes.
No, she didn't.
Oh,
Yes, she did. She very much so.
They are in Texas. That works out very well.
Yeah, very much so. And when the cops showed up, then she went from I don't know what they're talking about to, well, I tripped walking by her car. I might have accidentally
with my key in my
scratched
hand,
it.
like a Wolverine.
To okay, I'm willing to pay for any damages if there was any damage, and it just devolved from there. It just busted. She didn't think anybody's in the car, is what it amounted to.
Why would you do that?
Well, that's what I mean. Just totally random, out of the blue. No.
Did it look like her exes or something?
That
would make sense. But
Or girlfriends.
You don't know what's going on in people's heads, and why. Who knows? I mean, I can't. But have y'all ever had anything like that going? Have you ever?
Thankfully, no. Yeah. I bet you Miss Becca Sue's got a story involved in this. Yeah.
Well, she's got her finger up. And
yeah. All right. Yeah, Miss Becca Sue, of course. Something like this has happened to you. What was it?
Well, it didn't exactly happen to me. Exactly.
Right. You did it to someone.
But I dated this crazy guy, and then I dated a guy right after I dated the crazy guy. And the new guy had a brand new Ford pickup truck. And he had stayed over at my house, and that next day he went outside to leave, and the entire side of his truck looked like Freddy Krueger had walked down the side of it.
Mm-hmm.
And all 4 of his tires were slashed. His brand new truck, his brand new tires.
Mm-hmm.
And we had been sitting outside, just out on the balcony that night, and he thought he saw my ex's truck drive by at some point. And so we were pretty sure that my ex slashed his tires and keyed his entire truck, but there was no proof, so he couldn't get charged or anything. But it was clearly my ex-boyfriend that did that to us.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
So that's the most one that I have, but no one's ever done that to me because I'm an angel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course. Yeah. Okay. We'll leave that.
Well, in fact, that's what the cop said. Said it's usually when things like that, what calls they do get about that. It is.
It's usually because you have a personal vendetta, not just
not just random. Yeah.
Yeah, this was total.
Car. Who does that? Who does that? It's crazy.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Mine made sense.
That does not. Yeah.
So Monty, what's happening to this lady? Does she just have to pay for the damage, or is she gonna have to go to court and Yeah.
Well, she's going to get the opportunity to pay for the damage, and then where we go from there depends on if she pays for the damage, So, you start off with, she's indicated and told the cop she's willing to pay for it, and we got estimates on it, sent them to her, and she either pays for it or we call the police and they assign an investigator to it and pursue criminal mischief charges against her.
So she already admitted guilt by saying she would pay for it, right?
Yeah. I mean, like I say, it went from no idea to.
So what's the cost of this? Can we ask?
Yeah, it's going to be around $1,500.
$1,500? No, nothing to sneeze at there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good.
And it's going to come out of her pocket. It's not like the insurance will cover. Be like, oh, well, that was an accident. No, she
exactly.
She did it, so yeah.
I just can't imagine doing that to a random car. Like, I've never done it to one on purpose either. But who does that?
Yeah, it's people are messed up, man. People are messed up. Big cities, Austin's got 1 million people in it. Now, it could be somebody that's an animal rights activist, It could be somebody that doesn't like it. Well, no, really. It could be somebody that doesn't like SUVs that thinks they're polluting the planet. Who knows?
Yeah. Maybe they're mad because you work for the goldfish company.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, look at all the goldfish you guys kill a year. Yeah.
You're right.
Pepperidge Farm people they're terrible. Yeah, they kill a lot of goldfish.
That's insane.
Yeah. So, McNew, you've got the devil horns on. Clearly, something like this has had to happen to you, though, right?
No, I've never had my car keyed, and I've never keyed a car.
Okay. Have you ever gone off the deep end with an ex-boyfriend?
Oh, yeah. I shattered one's iPhone against a brick fireplace.
Well, there you go.
Just threw it against the fireplace. Because there were messages that shouldn't be there. So I just smashed it. It's brand new. It's a brick fireplace.
I've only bounced it off my ex-boyfriend's face. Who the fuck is that?
Miss Becca Sue, what would you do if you were dating a guy and you had to go out for some reason, you came back, and the guy was in your bed, which I'd be okay, you're dating, but he was snoring? What would you do?
If I come home and he's snoring and I'm trying to go to bed and I'm drunk, it's fine because I'm just going to pass the fuck out.
No, you're not drunk. You're sober. Yeah.
I'm sober?
You're sober.
I'm trying to go to sleep.
To go to bed. Yeah.
You're waking his ass up.
Yeah, you got to be working early in the morning.
If you've never done you elbow them really hard.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, what? And then you pretend that you just woke up too. You go, babe, what are you doing? Why are you yelling? Why don't you roll over a little also on your side? But I will say this, there was I dated Patrick for a long time, and I am actually surprised I didn't kill him because he would just it wasn't quiet. It wasn't just breathing heavy. He was like, and I would lay there and I'm like, and so what I try to do is get wasted so I could just fall asleep.
The odd thing we know about your situation is, let's not forget, one time you passed out on the show, you were snoring. So we know that you snore. We've got you recorded snoring. Yes.
They better not be snoring.
So it doesn't matter if you snore.
There was a few times that I was maybe holding a pillow, okay, if I smother him, how long? Will he start to struggle, and can I kill him still?
Right.
We'll hold this the whole time until he can't breathe, and then he's just dead.
So if you took an elbow to the ribs because you were snoring, would that bother you?
No, it's fair.
That's
fair
game.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. Fair.
Yeah, just because I'll be like, what the fuck? And then I'll be like, oh, snoring? Yeah, dude, I'll punch myself. Okay. It's horrible. I'm very sorry I was doing that. But I don't snore unless, I drink it all day long and pass it on the Bourbon Daily.
Yeah, that happens. That happens. I wish that would have been a video show. There's some things I wish we would have had on video, so yeah.
No, I don't wish that was a video show at all.
Falling off her chair. I mean, yeah, you snoring.
I fell down a lot of times in the Bourbon Daily.
Yes. So, all right. Well, on this show we drink, even though this is a bonus Patreon show. We
haven't started the show yet.
We haven't even really started.
This was small talk.
Yeah, small talk.
This was small
What's
talk.
What's everyone drinking? So, Corey, you look like you're ready. What do you got?
I am. So I've got the Michter's Barrel Strength Bourbon. So.
Oh, there's a goodie.
Okay. Pretty
Solid.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. McNew, what do you got?
Have Basil Hayden's Dark Rye.
Okay. Not enough to beat Corey. Man, I think you hit the microphone there. All right. Corey's our lead. Monty, how about you?
Yeah, working on that Elmer Tea lead. Too low for a pop. There's nothing. We'll try it, but there's nothing. Yep.
Nothing at all. I'm going to try an Elmer Tea Lee too. Also pretty low. So let's see what we got here. Ooh.
No, that was better.
That was not bad. That was not bad. What do we think? Do I have the lead? Could I?
I would so
No,
far.
there's no way you do.
I think I've got the lead. I think I got.
What?
Is
Steve!
he killing a bottle right now?
What the?
I didn't kill it. I didn't kill
Have you
it.
ever just done
filled my
16
bottle.
shows in a day and then you fill up an entire glass?
He's
That-
trying to sword tonight.
Steve, you're my hero.
That's what he uses for his tea flask. You know?
Yeah. All
Is
right.
it your mouthwash?
Yeah. Okay. So that's Miss Becca Sue. You're the last one between me and victory here.
I'm the last one. I'm gonna do this Weller 107.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay.
Great job.
That's good stuff. Okay.
Not
Not
bad.
enough. Not enough.
Pretty
Hey, here's a
good.
cork.
That's
I've never
a good
had a
one.
corked Weller.
Yeah, the 107 has a
Really?
cork now, and like the foolproof does and that. but
Now
yeah.
they do.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cheers, gang.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
All right. We're going to take a quick break. And then when we come back, we continue with our no format Bourbon Confessionals. Talk to you soon.
Oh, welcome back, patrons, to our Bourbon Confessions.
Yes. Corey, what you saw this, you didn't understand it, so I'm assuming you prepared some sort of bourbon confession. What did you come up with?
I have no idea what's about to happen.
I'm going to confess that I have to go pee and I'll be right back. So,
Mm.
good luck, Corey.
Oh, you can claim that on bourbon, so that qualifies.
Oh, gosh.
You can bring your camera with.
Yeah. Miss Becca Sue did once. Remember that you did that on a show. You took us into the bathroom with you.
Well, didn't want to be unprofessional like McNew's being right now. Now she's just
McNew's
gone.
Just leave it
Think
blank.
Think of how much more professional it was for me to bring you guys with to the bathroom so that I wouldn't stop talking.
Yeah. That's back when you used to get really trashed on shows. You're pretty good these days, right? You don't have you made a concerted effort, or it's just been random that you haven't got lit on shows anymore?
I have been trying to be good.
She was concerned about me when I was trashed on the show. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, like
Thank
I
you.
still get
Yeah.
super trash. Okay, like last night. So last night was a Thursday, and one of my friends, Peyton, called me, and we were FaceTiming, and he always is like, "Let's shotgun something." So when he shotguns something, I bong something, and so I'll just bong a beer. He'll shotgun, and he was just shotgunning all these beers, and I had already gone out for a little bit, and so now I was just bonging beers and drinking. I should have Jameson. No, I switched to this is what I was drinking last night was David Nicholson,
Sure.
and so I switched to that, and we started playing cards while we were on FaceTime, and then he left and I passed out. I was like, I'm gonna black out in a second, and I did. and this was like early, and Ashley
I'm gonna
was
black
home, and
out
she was
soon.
completely
With
sober.
my camera on.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was completely sober. He hung up. I sat there and watched TV with Ashley. I fell asleep, like just out cold. Phone rings again. My buddy Peyton. I answer it. I go, hello, what's up? And he goes, we got to gun something. And I went, yep. And I fall off the couch, ran to my kitchen, and poured another beer to bong.
Wow.
And then I blacked out another time, and then I woke back up, and then we played cards on FaceTime till 1:30 in the morning.
Really?
And I was just chugging bourbon.
What sort of cards do you play over FaceTime?
How do you play cards?
Strip
We were
poker.
playing high-low. So high or lower, it's a
Okay,
jack.
that's fair.
Yeah, so we played cards till 1:30 in the morning, and then today I went out and was talking to Ashley, and she goes, so like last night, huh? I was like, what? She goes, you and Peyton were just wasted by yourselves at home? I was like, yeah. She goes, what kind of cards were you playing? Like strip poker or something? I was like, we were playing high-low. We were just drinking. She goes, so you weren't even, okay, so you just were playing cards and you guys were both just wasted by yourselves. I go, yeah.
On a Thursday.
And she says, weird. I go, what's weird about that?
It's a Thursday.
She goes, well, weird's maybe the wrong word. And she stops for a second. She goes, the word I was looking for is pathetic.
You have great friends.
She's not wrong.
And I'm like,
that kind of honesty is rare in a friend.
I had a blast blacking out a few times and waking back up playing cards.
So what's it like living with someone now? So you've got your friend Ashley, who you're your best friend, but what's it like living with her now?
Some days it's incredibly hard because I'm a little bit OCD, and by a little bit I mean a lot. Like I like things how I like things, but it's good for me because I just have to learn that it's okay to do things a certain way. Like I don't have to have all the glasses don't have to be one up, one down, one up, one down in the cabinet. Everything doesn't have to be exactly where I want it, even though I do want it in the exact places. I've been teaching her how to be an adult, teaching her how to wash her sheets and to put a cover over top of things, and you put it inside of the microwave, and it's usually
how
really
you're
good.
parenting her. Yeah, so it's good.
I'm her mom.
Yeah.
100%. I am her mother.
End up once
Mother
more,
hen.
It's because I married Chris, or because I murdered Chris
Whoa.
for those things. Like, it's like I have a man-child. Like, because I'm OCD a lot of it, and I like things how I like them. And he's kind of a slob, and I'm like, oh my God. So if I wake up in the morning, because he gets up way before I do, and he leaves something in the sink, instead of emptying the dishwasher and putting it in the dishwasher, I lose my shit. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Now, there's no consideration.
We're all the
You
same
moved into
way.
his house.
And I send him
Yeah.
photos of it when I see it, and I'm like, and I send him the knife emoji along with that photo, and I'm like, I'm going to kill you. Because it pisses me off. I'm like, you can unload the goddamn dishwasher and put that dish in it before you leave. And he's like, why would I do that? Because you do it. And I'm like, it's maddening to live with somebody like that.
This
you
is
imagine?
like training, you know.
Monty, how would you like to start all over again? If your wife comes home tomorrow and says,
God.
I'm leaving, no, there's no way, right? It's horrible.
Yeah, no,
Oh my
I
God.
can
And-
do this.
No,
And
I
I'm
can't put up with any of this.
So-
No.
Yeah.
I hope you guys clean your bathroom sinks when you're done, like brushing your teeth or whatever you do in the morning. Because he doesn't. And I'm like, I'm going to send you back to your mom because I know she raised you better. And you can
Back
come back
to your
in 30
mom.
days when you relearn it.
Yeah.
It drives me crazy. It drives me crazy.
I'm right with you there. It's like,
Never been in inside a boy's locker room, have you? That's
No,
that's kind of guys'
for
standards for
high school,
your
and they were
housekeeping.
disgusting. I've been in there a lot.
that was the only good thing about my ex-boyfriend is he was a crazy psycho clean guy. And I was like, fuck, this is great.
Yeah.
Like, I've never dated a guy that's clean. Like, I
Yeah.
can't lose him.
Yeah, I can't stand him, but hey, there's been pros and cons.
I've
here.
never dated a clean guy before. I didn't even know that there was guys that would clean.
Crazy clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that he's not crazy, but he could be a little cleaner. Like, I pick up after him all the time. And, like, by his recliner, I just gave up because he has this table that just shit is piled on. I don't know even what it is. And I'm trying to organize it. And it would be a mess again the next day.
But it's his
I just
table.
quit.
You got to give him his space.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm like, that's your messy space. I just fucking quit. And
Yeah.
then, like, the rest of the house is nice, except the bathroom when he fucks it up. And I'm like,
Well, there's hope. Let me tell you, girl, something.
No, there's not. There's no hope.
Yes,
That's why
there
I'm
is
just staying single the rest of my life.
Yeah, well, I was watching some show on TV, and one of the questions was, at what age do you learn to accept the things that
Where's
drive
your
you
spirit
crazy
broke?
about
Yes.
your spouse? Yeah.
When is your spirit broke? My
And,
God.
and the most popular answer was 40 is when you finally give up and you just say, I'm either accepted or I don't. You know.
this is going to be a
That's-
long 9 years. I don't
That's
think I can
funny
make it.
because I did a Facebook poll once that said I'll find the love of my life when I'm 40 years old, and that's why I've just been like doing whatever I want.
He'll be
'Cause-
trained by then.
Well, yeah. So like by the time I'm 40, I'll find the love of my life, and that's why I'm just chilling, hanging out now, like not dating anyone, because I have a couple of years, and so hopefully by then the guys are Cleaner.
The guys will be cleaner.
The dating pool gets murkier and murkier every year.
It gets worse and worse.
Trust me, I'm aware.
Do you guys feel like a good first start was if the master suite had just 2 separate bathrooms? I'm not talking about his and her sinks. I'm talking about 2 separate bathrooms. That would be a good first start.
Even better, 2 separate houses. You know, you live over in this house.
So I actually saw this. It was a meme. It was like a house with a bridge to another house. So you could still have the same address, but live completely separately. And that's nice.
I don't want to do that. I want to be in love and actually in love and like want to hang out, but like use a different fucking bathroom than me.
Appreciate their messes. I will never love anybody that much. Like,
I
don't know. I can't do it. No. He's like, you're going to murder me someday. I'm like,
famous last words.
I think I'm capable of it, but not yet.
I saw a bumper sticker the other day that said, what was it? I'm one stressful situation away from having 30 cats.
So
I'm one bad relationship away from having 30 cats.
That's fair.
I'm really OCD about things being in their places, except the dogs' toys, because they just make a damn mess like all day. And I'm like, if there's a toy on the floor, there's a toy on the floor. So he comes home and he's like, oh, well, you love the dogs more than me because they're allowed to make a mess. And I'm like, maybe.
We got a video show here. Check out Corey. He doesn't even care. He's just
Corey doesn't even.
He's texting people.
Corey's over there doing
At
his
this
income.
point, Corey doesn't even.
He's doing his income tax.
Yeah, he's over there doing his income taxes.
Yeah. How about that, Corey? Bourbon Confessionals. What do you got, man?
I don't get this. What am I supposed to be confessing?
Something.
Are you clean or are you dirty, Corey?
I am as OCD as they come, obviously. If you saw this office, you would understand that. My wife does not have to clean up for me in the bathroom because I'm way cleaner than she is. So,
after her.
No, I just yell at her whenever it's really messy. So,
wow.
But
I
no,
go somewhere in the middle. I think I'm kind of in the middle. Messy's okay, you know. Clean needs to be clean. You know, it's kind of like
everything has a place. That's where I am.
Yeah.
Are those like OCD packed, or do you just like throw crap in there?
I have the little packing cubes, little packing squares. Yeah, I'm pretty stupid. Yeah.
I can't wait to see what they look like when I get
you were one of those guys that had the little yellow label guns you could make.
I don't do that.
Baggies, like freezer-sized baggies for the day. My whole outfit, jewelry, underwear, everything go in one baggie for every day that I'm wherever I'm at.
I don't do that.
You know who's not very OCD when it comes to stuff? Wes Harden.
Really?
When I get stuff from Wes, it's like fucking. Here you go. There's always a bottle that has pennies in it. I'm not sure what that means.
So I got a question for both the McNew and Becca. Yeah. Did y'all have brothers growing up?
Yes. Yeah. I had a brother. And we're very close. We're only 13 months apart. So, yeah, I had a brother.
And did it drive you crazy when you were young, or did you?
No, because my brother was also a neat freak. And he loses his shit every day because they have 6 kids, and he's like in his personal hell.
He's in his personal hell.
He's in purgatory right now.
He is.
Yeah.
And, like his garage, like he has his garage to himself, and it's like so neat. Like every screw, every bolt's like in its own place, and that's his only like reprieve from the home he lives in now with 6 kids. So.
Wow.
It's a misconception that guys are cleaner. I've got a wife and 2 little girls, and they can be very gross at times.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I talked to Royce Neely today, and he's doing a bunch of family history stuff because he's opened up a new visitor center, and it really wants to focus on the family. And he's doing a new family tree and all kinds of stuff associated with that. But an uncle, like a great uncle, something like that, had 32 kids.
No, so that's a Kentucky thing because my mom
32.
My
grandpa had 26 brothers and sisters, and my mom has like hundreds of cousins because that's just how that area.
Yeah, just build an army. Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
That sounds horrible.
It does sound horrible.
So I have to ask though, because my mom's family, like there are 26 original brothers and sisters, but there were 2 moms because one like died in childbirth. So are they all from like one woman? Like
I don't know. I would assume there's got to be more than one there.
Yeah, because my great grandpa had 2 wives and like 13 from one and 13 from the other, and that was like my mom, my grandpa, then like my mom's aunts and uncles.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
If there's one thing I can say for sure, it's that I will not be having 13 kids because I'm already 31, and I'm pretty sure I can't push somebody out by the time I'm done.
Pretty sure I'm having 0 because I have dogs and I don't need children.
I mean, I don't want to have any kids, so I think I'm okay just in general. But if I was forced into having kids,
I don't want to have it. Huh, yeah.
That's the story with everybody your age. It's crazy how very, very few millennials want to have kids.
Yeah, they're expensive. Like, that's a lifetime of debt. That's at least 18 plus years of paying for another human, caring if they live or die for another human. That's just a lot. I'm not interested.
That has nothing to do with it. Money has
everything to do with it for me. Not interested.
No.
They're not as expensive as you think they are.
Oh, yes, they are.
Really?
I've got one going to
Really, Corey? Yeah.
I don't
that's
mind.
right. Understood.
It says, Corey, how old are your kids, Corey? Let's Monty and I'll tell you how you're doing.
6 and 10.
6 and 10, yeah.
Oh yeah, kids aren't expensive yet.
Yeah, wait till you get high school, college, and it never ends. Yeah.
I know, and it doesn't stop at 18 because I know my parents were still giving me money at 25. It doesn't stop.
You give you money at 25?
Yeah.
Mine weren't.
I was a brat.
Mine basically like kicked my ass out of the house when I was 17 years old. Like,
no, they don't. The parents don't do that anymore. You're just still going to put them past 18. It's just what you do as a parent. I don't want a lifetime of debt. I don't want to be a little person snack bitch, which I am every other weekend, and it sucks. Like, I don't want that life. Sorry.
You're being a mom, McNew.
I think what the modern term for that is hypergamy.
As you pick up the cat that weighs at least 25 pounds.
He knows what 25 pounds.
No, so that's the thing. Like, I baby my cat, I baby my dogs, but like if it came to a human, I'd be like, ugh.
I'm okay with raising kids. I just don't want to give birth because all I think of when I think of having a baby is the movie Alien.
Yeah.
No, I know that if I ever had to give birth, I would schedule a C-section and be knocked the fuck out. Like, I don't need to be awake for that. Like, just do your thing. I don't want to be present. Thank you. Whatever.
The thing about kids, though, and this is something that is different. Like Steve said, people are not having as many kids nowadays.
They're not,
and they're waiting longer, and there's a lot of benefits to that, but there's also some downside to that. But when you have a kid, everything, and I mean the moment it's born, the moment that baby is born, goes from everything being about you and what you want to you matter only in being able to provide for that kid. And it's like a switch goes off in your head. And I'm not kidding you. It's not like you kind of grow into it. It's like a light switch goes off in your head that no longer is it about you. And that's the risk that people run about having kids is until you're ready, until you're ready to actually make it about the kid, then you're not ready. And
I've heard that. Like, but my thing is like, so when you're somebody's mom, like you're so-and-so's mom, like people in school called them Steffi's. Like my mom was Steffi's mom, or Nancy. Like I want to be McNew. I don't want to be somebody's mom.
I'm McNew.
Exactly. I'm
McNew.
Miranda's dad. Yeah, that's me. That's
Poor
how
Dean.
I introduce myself.
Yeah.
Dean got his head chopped off there. Yeah. He doesn't even care. Dean doesn't even care. Yeah. All right.
Doesn't care.
Well, that's Bourbon Confessions. So yeah, they're just some insight into who we are. No real format there. So
there's a lot happening there.
There is a lot happening. So hopefully you enjoyed this opportunity and a video presentation of it. So if you're not getting the video part of it, become a Patreon sponsor. Yeah.
Well, happy Halloween too.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Coming up later this week. All right. We'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Corey, we'll start with you, man. Where can people find you?
I am Mr. Corey Welch on Instagram. My bourbon club is the Bourbon Underground, which is Bourbon UG on Instagram. And you can find me on Facebook and other social medias at Corey Welch.
All right. Monty.
You can find me over on Instagram at Monty in Texas.
All right, Miss Becca Sue.
You can find me in hell. You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Becca Sue, 1K, no C's.
All right, McNew.
You can find me on Instagram as Miss_McNew. And if you have questions about our club, you can email me, mcnew@abvnetwork.com.
All right. For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, and that's abvnetwork.com. And I think that many of you kind of transition Halloween. The end of the year now hits fast forward. It's like all of a sudden, Halloween is over, and it starts with the holidays, and then it's Thanksgiving, and then it's Christmas, and all that. And next thing you know, the year's over, and you're probably going to want to do some holiday shopping in there. So be sure to head over to abvnetwork.com. Check out our shop. We've got a lot of cool stuff in there. So check it out at abvnetwork.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
If you haven't gave us 5 stars already, please do so. And I want to thank our patrons. Thank you so much. And our newest patrons, Dave and Daniel. Thanks.
All right, guys. Good stuff as always, and great show today. And Corey, I still don't think he understands what we're doing, so...
I'm new. I don't know what to do.
We'll have a brand new Patreon show for you guys very soon. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Adios.
Peace.